In this edition, Premier visits Patriarch. Heavy flood hits India. Hello and welcome. This is Obian Amalkari with the news. Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, has visited His Holiness Abuna Mercurius, who was in exile for the last 26 years at his home yesterday. Abuna Mercurius is the fourth patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. Leta Teresa.
Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed visited His Holiness Abuna Mercurius, the fourth patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church.
After my return from America, I have been so busy securing the situation in eastern part of Ethiopia and to stop more destruction of human life. I have also been working to calm down the public. I did not come only to visit the Patriarch, but also to ask him to pray for our country. I also want to give mandate for other religious fathers to expand the reconciliation began in Finfinne City to other regions and urban areas of the country, as well as to support the public and the government, praying for the country to contribute development and peace.
His Holiness Abuna Mercurius returned to Ethiopia recently. They discussed the timeless message, forgiveness and love. Fesum Arega, Chief of Staff at the Prime Minister's office, said on Twitter. Commenting on the recent clashes in Ethiopian Somali regional state, the Premier said the situation is under control and will be resolved through peaceful consultations. Prime Minister Dr. Abiy urged the public to go about their daily lives without being distracted by falsehoods and fabricated stories.
ለኢትዮጵያውያን ማረጋገጥ የምፈልገው የኢትዮጵያ አንድ አካል የአንድ ዛፍ አንድ ቅጠል አይደለም እንደው ዝም ብሎ የሚረግፍ ሀገር አይደለም
What I want to reaffirm to our people is that any part of Ethiopia is not just like tree leaf which simply falls down. The existence of Ethiopia is not based upon our will means which we build and disintegrate at a time when we need. It has to be considered that there is a strong social cohesion among people of this country. It is wrong thinking as if the country would be disintegrated easily.
Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed played a great role in uniting the two synods. The synod at home, led by Abuna Matthias, the sixth patriarch of Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, and the fourth patriarch in exile in the United States of America, and now the synod is one. The first National Career Expo, which links employers with university graduate students, has been opened in Finfinne City at Millennium Hall. The expo is organized by EthioJobs and Daraja.com in cooperation with the Ministry of Education. Speaking at the opening of the expo, Education Minister Talaye Gete said this expo could be a role model to expand the culture of bringing together employers with prospective employees in regions and universities. The minister said the participants and concerned bodies are expected to expand the career service program in universities through preparing job fairs and training for graduate students. He noted that establishment of career service centers in universities, regions, zones, and the networking of employers with qualified graduate students will be done in cooperation with the ministry as it envisions getting employed 80% of university graduates annually. State Minister of Education, Dr. Samuel Kivle, said over 30,000 graduates took part in the expo. Some 200 employers are also participating in the expo. MBUR announced that the company is going to get employed about 2,000 professional graduates. OBN's Abata Faisa reported. What a good news for new graduates specifically, that this expo could open doors for money so that if they're competent enough, they can have that job. The Ethiopian Islamic Scholars Unity and Cooperation Forum has held its meeting in Finfinne City. This forum has also condemned the killings of citizens in the Ethiopian Somali regional state. Fugad Brown with the story.
The Committee for the Solution of Ethiopian Muslim Affairs was established July 4, 2018. It has been working to solve disputes between Islamic communities through giving awareness. The committee has briefed media on its work and the current issue of the Ethiopian Somali region. Secretary General of the committee, Dr. Idris Yusuf, said the committee has been established after they have discussed with Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed to find solution for Islamic problems through investigation.
The committee has been established to create peace among Islamic communities and make them to understand each other. It has also been working to strengthen the structure of Ethiopian Islamic affairs to do its work properly through providing them necessary support.
Coordinator of the committee, Mufti Haji Umar Idris, for his part, stated that unity is crucial, adding that if there is no unity, no one can practice his religion freely and build the country.
The first important thing is peace. If there is no peace, there is no economic development. There is also no right of religion. So we have been working to strengthen our unity.
President of the Ethiopian Islamic Affairs Supreme Council, Sheikh Mohammed Amin Jamal, said the conflict that happened in the country, especially in Ethiopian Somali region, has resulted in deaths of many people and they condemn it.
There is ethnic and religion-based conflict that is happening in some parts of our country. We condemn the conflicts happen in Ethiopian Somali region and it should be stopped.
Some 7 churches have been burned in Ethiopian Somali region state, and now the situation is under control. The government sources reporting these days. And of course, Islam and Christianity were the first to come to this country. Basically, Native, Wakafana, and others are in Ethiopia. Various infrastructures built at a cost of over 29.5 million birr in Matahara town of East Shah Zone have been inaugurated. The projects were constructed by government budget and loan from World Bank Development Corporation. The streets, a secondary school, conference hall, and sheds for micro and small enterprises are among the inaugurated projects. Mayor of Matahara town, Lama Gamera, thanked the public for the support and called on them to further strengthen their support in the future. Representative of East Shah Zone Administration, Siyum Atle, said the public should participate and benefit from development endeavors in the country. Residents of Matahara town also vowed to sustain their support to the government. Oben's Akalu Bakala reported. Welcome back. Now to the news from Indian subcontinent, where torrential floods and rains, landslides as well, hit that subcontinent, India, southern Indian state of Kerala, have killed dozens of people, ravaged farmlands, and forced thousands to be evacuated, officials said. More than 30,000 people have been evacuated from villages in low-lying areas and moved to relief camps set up by the government. Crops on 1,031 hectares of land have been damaged from the flooding, according to the Kerala State Disaster Management Authority's control room in the state capital. Kerala state authorities have opened the gates of 25 water reservoirs to prevent the potentially disastrous breaches. Local media reported that as many as 60 tourists, several of them foreigners, had become stranded at a private resort in Idukki and were later rescued by the army. The Weather Department forecasts heavy rains until August 15, India's Independence Day, and has warned of flooding in low-lying coastal areas. Fishermen have been advised not to venture into the Arabian Sea. India's monsoon season between June and September often sees heavy rains and that are vital for agriculture but can cause immense destruction. Al Jazeera reported. Thank you for watching. Have a good time. Up next comes Pick of the Week. I'll be back with that. Stay tuned. Don't go away, please.